Hola guys and girls and welcome to the first gameplay video with the deck Lavinia, Navigatorin des Irrenhauses, or what would be in English Lavinia, Navigator of the Insane Asylum. And yeah, not too much to talk about. This is the first gameplay video. We don't know yet if we should be ashamed of our current record or should be proud. But let's just find real quick out what we can do and start with our first game. This is our deck. We are facing Insetto, who still has to choose a deck, which he did. So let's start and hop right in. Good luck, have fun. He starts the game, so we get to draw 6 cards. And he plays Irrenhauses, Caporale di, oh god damn it, that's a long word, Scudo Pesante. That was the perfect pronunciation, by the way. Don't care what you say, that was perfect, whatever that language is. But yeah, he is there, hits at good luck, have fun, and with this hand I shouldn't start. Have a good start of Logos cards, so I want to keep my hand. He can obviously only play one, and we can start with boom, 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 boom. And yeah, so I will do that right away. Play this. Then no, I want to play first you, just for aesthetic's sake. So we have this order right here. Then I can play the Phase Shift and play the Dominator Bubble and end my turn. So even if I call this next turn, I can use Dominator Bubble to either draw a card or steal one. And we drew a lot of cards, because that's new as well. And I actually want to call this, looking out at our current hand, seems to be the most logical scenario. Let's see what he does. We only see a Mind Warp, which of course currently is not a threat, since we have a 0 down here. And he calls Untamed, okay. He equips the, what was it? Oh, he equipped something. And it was the Wave the Wolf, okay. And gets rid of everything with, every science creature actually. Oh, okay. Pretty anti-me card. But let's see. If that's the case, I still want to call this. Yeah, just play you to the left. Then play you, just have a creature on board. Then use this to just reap with you. And then you obviously just want to destroy all creatures, and you want to keep, since this deck, like I said, doesn't have the best Aember control, so we definitely want to keep the Aember control cards we have. Opponent calls Shadow, plays Nerve Blast, gets rid of him. Makes sense, and that's everything, you guys, again. Okay. That's all. We just called this again. Play the Master free. To the right, because why not? Do I want to discard you? Since at some point he has to play creatures. So then we reap you. Then we use you to reap as well. And yeah, just keep that. We get our tentacles, so we can keep calling this and it being useful. Gets a Behemoth back up, plays another Grandma Chamber, and the thing is ringing, so let me go to the door real quick. Oh, someone else is going, never mind. So yeah, now we can call it nicely this, because we can get rid of our Terror and get rid of these two, so let's just reap with you. No, we don't want to play you, because then he would have to destroy you, and then destroy you, boom and boom, done. Then we can play you to the left, then we can reap with you, and then we can use the card's ability to reap with you as well, and we add 6 Aember. And since he's at 5 Aember, he doesn't have a very strong bait and switch in case he wants to do that. So far the game is going well, but mainly because my opponent isn't really playing a lot of cards. Okay, we see Nature's Call, so that means some cards are going back to the hand. All of them, never mind me. Flux here, so he gains 2, and the key charge to get the key. Okay. Okay. I see. I get my key as well. And now we have to think, do we start with our Sanctum cards or discards? This I only have 2, Sanctum I have a lot more, so let's go with our Sanctum. I don't have a lot more, I actually have the same amount. But now, do I want Inspiration to kill him? I wouldn't be able to draw a card either way, even if I do this. So I'd rather keep it in hand for now. Or do I yes, no. I could fight with you. No, I keep it. Calls Mars. Gets his Grabber Jammer back. And the Zoo Director. Okay, that's annoying, obviously. And John Smith. Okay, now that's troublesome. That is troublesome. Now, I would have called this just to... And then I can use one of these again. But now that I see this, I definitely want to call Sanctum again. And fight with you. versus you. Swap with you. Then... yeah, I did the wrong way, but either way, fight with you versus you as well. And then reuse this to review, and then fight with you versus you, and swap with you the place. So yeah, just to get rid of the... John Smith alone is not a big threat. Not as big of a threat. He can of course play other non-agent creatures, but John Smith with Grabber Jammer and the thing is way too much of a problem. So I couldn't play anything else there. He caught Smarts again. Okay, that's annoying because he might play... Okay, gets 2 damage on this. Does he have... No. Nice. Okay, that's all he does. That's good for me then. That means I can actually call my... this now, which I wanted to do earlier. Play the Tentacles because you want to protect. And then play you. So Domino Bubble to reap with you. And trade places with you. So I still protect the Tentacles. And end our turn right here. Okay, we have Library Access and 3 Logos cards, so we already know what's going to happen now. Nocturnal Nerva, exhaust my creature. This makes sense. I don't want to use them either way so far, so that's not a problem. Like I said, I want to play Logos. Richard of Balance and Reaps or Fights. I mean, he could trade with the Master of 3, which makes sense, I guess, since he is more of a threat, but he just wants to reap, which makes sense as well. So I think that... What did he do? A Crop of Hunting. Does he have the... What do you do with the damage like this? I don't know. But we want to call Sanctum. Play the Library Access. So now, who do I want to protect? The Bad Drone or the Analyst? Analyst gives me more Aember. This obviously steals Aember. I think the Analyst to the left. Play the Bad Drone to the left. So do I use this to draw a card? Or do I want to keep this to steal Aember? I think I use this to draw a card. Which didn't really give me anything, so goddammit. He got Shadows, not the Thief, okay. Does he gain 1 more Aember is the question. That's going on John Smith, so we definitely want to get rid of John Smith next turn. Place it Summon Maul. And Relentless Whispers gets rid of Bad Drone, okay. So I want to call this next turn. Yeah, I want to call this next turn because then I can force him to play Untamed, which currently has the weakest board for. Yeah, we want to call this. Play another Tentacles to the right. Play the Toxin to the right. Play the Drumble to the left. He gains all the Aember. Then we can use you to use you. And with you we can just reap. And swap plays with you, so protect the Drumble. Then we can... So John Smith isn't a problem so far, since I will make him call something else. So I could just reap 2 times. Or I could get rid of him. Since he has the combat firm, but it doesn't matter since he can't play more mask cards. So we can just reap 2 times. No, we don't want to trigger the effect, since I would have to try my Toxin. And we reap with you. And then we play you and make you play Untamed. And end our turn. So. He overpaid 1 Corporate Hunting. So the question is, does he have another one to get rid of the Drumble? Way of the Bear on Flaxia. So he has now can kill my thing without killing it herself. Like either this. But decide to kill the Toxin, okay. Oh wait, the back. Oh no, that gives him Assault, not Skirmish, okay. Way of the Wolf is Skirmish, I see. So does that. Is that all? Is that all? Use this, okay, he wants to steal 1. Oh, but he used an artifact, so he doesn't really steal 1. I mean, he does steal 1, but he gives me 1 as well, so... Didn't really work out you wanted to. So now we want to call Sanctum. For once, because I can use this. One moment, let me play the Raiding Knight to the left. So he's more protected, because I do this. Then I want to get rid of the John Smith because I can't force him to play something else. We can discard this because it's not doing anything for us. Then we can play this action. Use the inspiration on you. Fight with creature versus John Smith, and then fight with you versus John Smith to get rid of him. Now I have to swap places again, and we want to... He's protected through this, but we still want to protect the analyst, so we swap places with you. And yeah, we can play you. We got 7 Aember and can end our turn. He calls Shadow. So does he have bait and switch is the question? No, then he would have done that first. I'll sacrifice, okay, gets rid of my Drumble. I'm assuming. Would make a lot of sense. Yep. And one of my Tentacles. Okay. Play Special Delivery. A Fagin. And that's it. Okay, cool. So we get our second key. We can't really prevent him from getting the next key though. What can we do on the other hand? Can call this, which I think makes the most sense, because then I can get rid of the Fagin through this. Can get rid of him through my Tentacles plus something I use with Toxin, but I can't force him to play something else instead again. What did he play the most cards for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Untamed cards, and Mars he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Mars cards. Shadows, I don't want to couch play Shadows because then he can do his thing, so Mars is the one we want to play. Wait, Untamed he has 1 Untamed card on field as well, but still Mars is the one we want to do because he played a lot of creatures for that. So it's unlikely he has Mars creatures. So we want to call this for starters. Place creature to the left. Then Reap with you. Yes, to get rid of Fagin. Then we want to get rid of Nod. So far we don't need to get rid of Noddy. Yeah, we can just Reap with you. Then use you to just Reap with you as well. Get another Aember Force, but since we use an artifact and we have the Valiant Endless on board, then we can play this action to force you to play Mars. And then end our turn. Now it's problematic, since I don't have any Aember control. And he said, yeah, he has max reduction, so he had a Mars card in hand, which allowed him to gain Aember. So we will actually lose this game, barring I don't see anything. Yeah, since I gained the maximum of Aember I could there. This doesn't, nope. Yeah, I will lose this game, sadly, it seems. Alright, no, he didn't use an artifact. And he doesn't have to use an artifact. So yeah, we lose this game very closely, damn. Damn. He got rid of the Drumble too early. So how... I mean, it doesn't matter what we do, right? We lose the game. So just call this again and get rid of Aember. Reap. Nope, don't want to trigger the effect. Reap. Visibility. Reap. End our turn. We sadly do lose the game with 10 Aember left, but we are only at 13 minutes, so the question is twist or GG, yeah, very... it was a close one. I had to be able to generate one more Aember, just sadly couldn't, because he got rid of my creatures. But okay, how do we do things? Do we want to go for another match, or do we stay on the loss? I think actually we have to stay on the loss, because if we go for one more match, if that goes for long, no, my friends are visiting soon. So yeah, we sadly have to stay on that, and sadly it is our first loss for the game. It was a very close game, but I'm trying to think of misplays I made. The control of the week were decently good, but the one turn where he got the John Smith plus other things was pretty annoying. And what did he do to get rid of my Drumble? Yeah, he did pawn sacrifice. He has a lot of things to get rid of Drumble, even though he was protected by 2 taunt creatures. He potentially had Corporate Hunting, he would have had the Nerve Shock, he would have had the Lens Whispers, he would have had what he actually played, the Pawn Sacrifice, so he had a lot of options there. Which is, like I said, this is one of the weaknesses of the deck. Aember control is not too strong, and sadly the only one we drew was the Riding Knight and the Drumble. I mean, we did had one of our Dimension Doors. Dimension Doors, where is it here? But we couldn't play to a full effect since we had no Logos creatures on board. But yeah, that's enough of the ramble. Like I said, he had a strong... I think he had definitely a stronger deck than me. Draw-wise, I don't know what else he had. But so, yeah, that's all for me. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Hit me on Twitter, Facebook, all links in the description. And be excited for the next game. Will we be able to get revenge versus some different player with this deck? Can we get redemption? That's the proper word. And not revenge. And try to get a win. Find out next video. I hope to see you there. That's all from me. I will see you another time. Ciao.